Actually, we know, not only looking at, we expect that we know that the market is doing right shoulders equating with these massive left shoulders. So this is where we are. This is the forward chart. There's a 1 2 internal and doing an internal 1, internal 2, internal 3, internal 4, and we're doing very massive shoulders. Okay, that these are right shoulders equating with these left inverted shoulders. Okay, so we keep taking targets always a bit below the head of the shoulders. This is just what trading is all about. Okay, so we were saying last Friday that you would always want to buy towards the lower boundary of this ascending triangle. We were looking at 1.14, 1.17, even 1.1750, and even 112 and 113, and you would want to take profits all the way at, we're looking at 127, I believe, and 128. We're looking at 126.29, these levels here. So last, I believe, early this morning, I checked price, it was at 124 and 123. I hope we have closed our longs, but I believe we may not have closed our longs, and it would still mean that we, whatever we are buying at 120, at 1.14, we were long at 1.14, and these levels we would want to close out at 1.24 this time and relong again into that triangle until we get a breakout higher. Let's take a look if there is actually potential now for a coming breakout. So we have a question on the Russian ruble against the United States dollar. We don't really have that with us at this time, and we have a lot of work to cover today. Actually, it's the beginning of the weekend. We still have a lot of seriously technical pictures to look at for all the measures and all the currency crosses. So if you'll allow us, we will make note of it and we'll have it with us tomorrow. That's the Russian ruble complete segregation of that, so that we can have it in full and can actually be trading something on as correct an analysis as possible. All right, so with Ripple, we actually need to do a very concise proportional measurement of all the internal waves and relate them to one another in order to get the labels correct or to get the labels rectified. If we get the labels rectified or confirmed in whatever positions they're in, say there are these positions, then to a certain degree we can consider, it's a bit speculative of course, the next coming breakout higher that we think will happen. All right, so for the time being, I would also consider to stand out of Ripple for the time being. If you're going to be doing any new entries, we would want to stand out of it for the time being until we do that complete segregation. We can do it tonight. It will take a long time here, so we can do it tonight, and then we'll have Ripple with us tomorrow, very well segregated, and we can confirm that these labels that we're having right before us here are actually momentum rectified and will lead to a specific breakout out of the top of level 1 here. You're having a level 1 here, and I'm sure you're getting other level 1s maybe here too. So we need to do that complete segregation, and this is not yet done. Well, this is not yet complete, that is. So again, allow us to stand out of Ripple today. All right, the technical picture remains the same, however, allow us to stand out of Ripple today, and we'll have that tomorrow. Okay, with us first thing. The technical picture, however, remains the same. There is really no, definitely the technical picture remains the same. We have segregated until that point. So you're just seeing internal 1, 2s, and 3s around that neckline, doing that shoulders all the way down to 1.1425, our buys, even a bit lower. You'd always want to take profit. I was hoping for much higher levels. I was hoping for spikes above the neckline. It's not showing on the current momentum plot. All right, so we're seeing, of course, an ascending triangle or some kind of a triangular pattern on the current momentum plot, but the breakout is not yet evident. So you would consider always to buy at 1.14, 1.12 and take profits at 1.26. We checked the stop earlier, it's always 1.02. We have that on our analysis over here. Now it's 98, 0.98. That red arrow is 0.98. So again, we're buying 1.1428, even 1.11, and ideally 1.17 and a half, and we expect this gonna break out higher. All right, at least to 141. We'll just have this section into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, resegregated very thoroughly to make sure that either the corrections are finished or we're not going to be having any deeper corrections below that white dotted line at 0.98, and that this is really functional because this should carry price. This is the final shoulder to the right and should carry price all the way to 141 and 138, and we know of course all the other projections. If this is really correct on that daily chart, we're already having a 1 and a 2, and it could have been a 2A and a 2B, and maybe there's still another that 2C, and then we go up into 157 and 146.